in Africa. I've been drawing your attention to these things. You don't listen. It is our son that went around the whole of Africa. In Africa. I've been drawing your attention to these things. You don't listen. It is our son that went around the whole of Africa to propagate the importance of education. And so it's not just the fact that we were the first in sub-Saharan Africa to gain independence. Even before that, we had this opportunity to lead Africa. And so, in terms of education, Ghana was always ranked #1 in Africa. Today, we're at #10. Zimbabwe is leading. Yes. In education. And you know, the person who led Zimbabwe up to this stage to lead was produced here by Ghana. The first president of the independent Rhodesia that became Zimbabwe was produced here in Ghana. Now we've lost that position. We are recapturing that lost glory. And you know, Ghana was referred to as the Mecca of the black race. Every black person in the world wanted to visit Ghana. We have lost that. We are trying to recapture it. So when we send you to represent us at these bodies, you represent the country Ghana, and you work as one body. We have risen up to positions there. Some of you have made very good records there. I can mention the names from both sides of the political divide. They've really made names there, and I get the reports. In fact, I convinced Honorable JDM Nsem that we leaders should not be members of these delegations. Because we are to be here and to lead the house here, but not go to be in ECOWAS or Pan-African for years. If not, the first list that was submitted was majority-minority leaders. And I said no, I opted out. And he accepted my submissions. And we decided to use other members. Today, some of you leaders have taken up the issue, and sometimes we lose you. There are matters here, the leader is not around to lead. He's in ECOWAS or he's in Pan-African Parliament. Please. Leadership is about sacrifice. For all these months, I have tried to mediate in this matter, and we can't get solution. I've been prevailed upon by some of the leaders here that we should use the formula of the composition of this house in the composition of all bodies of this house. And I said that is wrong. We cannot do that. We are not only governed by laws in Ghana, we are also governed by laws that are continental and global. And so, please, the guidance I want to give again in this matter. You have done the ECOWAS. There are a lot of things that come to me, and I take decisions sometimes on your behalf. Depending on the nature of the subject matter, I usually sometimes make it the same number. And you recall my earlier ruling here that when we listen to the right, we have to listen to the left. We did not use the formula in this to say that, oh, 2 people or 3 must speak here, then 1 to the left. That is not democracy. Your constitution itself was built under the assumption of a majoritarian government. Is that what we've been experiencing? No. Ghanaians don't agree. They build that there must be a balance. And so you realize that some provisions in the Constitution are crafted in such a way that they are looking for a majority rule, while some provisions have opened up even to independent presidents. And so if the person is an independent president, he has no party, where is the majority coming from? But he has to rule. And so we have to balance these things. The ECOWAS one, I advised that in view of what was happening, because in ECOWAS, I should start with Pan-African. In the Pan-African, we have only 5. Only 5. And you have the issue of the gender. And so we debated it, and I advised that we should add 1 to make it 6. Then this issue about the formula came in, and it was a struggle until I advised that we all know Honorable Patrick Yabuama. He's a very good member of parliament. He should be given the opportunity. We negotiated until we agreed, from what I understood from the discussions, that he should be there as observer. On the other side, the discussion came to the extent that we agreed that Millicent should be the observer. But we also, looking at the precedent and the rules in ECOWAS, accepted that the deputy minority leader should be a member of our delegation to ECOWAS, not the minority leader. Please, this is the understanding. And for me, I think that is a fair way for us to chat and be still respected in these bodies. It's not only the members. Always, Pan-African Parliament and ECOWAS Parliament will write to me to second our staff to work in those parliaments. And our staff are always working there. As of now, you all know the Pan-African Parliament clerk was here as our marshal. And we trained him. They asked for his hand. He went there. They decided to take him on. They gave him contract. Now he's what? The Secretary General clerk to that Pan-African Parliament. And they rely on our staff always for guidance, for support. So why should they now be having problems in Ghana's representation? It's an anticlimax. So please, we are taking the decision today. The first decision has been taken. The second decision I propose is a matter that we have to maintain. She is my daughter, but these are not personal matters. She has to be the observer. Honorable Millicent Yeboah Amankwa and Honorable Patricia Appiah will have to replace Honorable Alexander Kwamena Afenyo-Markin Osahene. That is the practice, and that practice is good practice. It ain't broken, so we can mend it. Please, this is how we can build consensus in this matter.